be fucking awesome.
Hello boys and girls, damn mosquitoes. Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of The Journey of Your Life, or as I like to call it, Unleash the Hero Within. And today of course is episode 3. And episode 3 I call The Ordinary World. Now what do I mean with the ordinary world? Well, if there is an ordinary world, then that would almost imply that there is something else as well. An extraordinary world, a magical world. Guess in which world the treasure can be found. Can you guess it? Of course you can. But before we go any further into the journey, there's something I want to share with you. Because when I started on my journey, about 10 years ago, I found this quote by Mark Twain. Perhaps you have heard about it. The quote goes as follows. The two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. And that's an interesting question, because that means that there is actually a reason why you are here. And perhaps you already found the reason why you're here. Good for you, you lucky bastard. But for me, that was not so much the case. So I had to start digging about 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, my life was completely different. I was a financial consultant, I had my own business, I was successful, nice house, nice car, pool, everything. Life was great for a while. But a couple of years into that, I decided, no, I didn't decide, I felt like I was not being happy anymore. And I said to myself, why am I not feeling happiness anymore? I had the feeling that there was something missing in my life, you know, like there was something waiting for me, like this untold story, you know, waiting to be discovered. And that is basically how I started looking at life, you know. Life is a story. Your life is a story. It has a beginning, it has an end, and everything you do in between, that's the story of your life. And basically, you are the storyteller of your own life. So what kind of story would you like to write, you know? Who would you like to be? Because when you die, perhaps there's this huge library in the sky, in the heaven, and there's somewhere a book with your name on it. And if you take out that book and we start going to the pages, what kind of stories will be written in that? Now, I see a lot of people who choose life, who choose a comfortable life, you know, a safe life, a comfortable life, a financial stability life. It's not very good English, I'm sorry. A financial stable life, that's the word I was looking for. But also perhaps a little bit of a predictable life. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that works for you, that's great. That's just perfect. Actually, perhaps I'm a little bit envious of you as well. But there are other people, like me, who were not happy with that life. You know, I had this feeling there was something more, there was something missing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And when I started looking, when I started digging into the rabbit hole, I found a guy named Joseph Campbell. Now, Joseph Campbell is an American professor. I think he died in 1986. And Joseph Campbell spent his entire life in investigating stories. Because, like I said, your life is basically a story. And he asked the question, why are some lives, you know, epic, legendary stories, and why are some stories a little bit boring, you know? Like a boring movie on Netflix with an IMDb rating of 3.5. Basically the latest Bruce Willis movies, but that's a whole different story. So how do you create an epic life? How do you make your life to become a legendary story? And before you go any further, you don't have to live a life like Oprah Winfrey or like Steve Jobs. You know, you decide when your life is awesome. You decide when your life is epic. So, but to create this legendary life, this epic tale, so to speak, you have to go on a journey, according to Joseph Campbell. And he said this journey will take you through 12 phases of the journey. Okay, 12 phases of the journey you have to go through. And he called that the hero's journey. Maybe you've heard about it. Now, I have something with heroes, and why, I'll go into that in the next video, but childhood trauma and everything, so it all resonates with me very well. When I discovered everything about the hero's journey, I just fell in love. I became so passionate about it. And actually, you know, the 12 phases of Joseph Campbell inspired me to create this treasure map, where we are right now. So, like I said, we're going to start with the ordinary world. The ordinary world is phase 1. And the ordinary world, well, that's a little bit difficult to describe, but I found a movie scene that portrays it perfectly. So, are you ready? I think that you know the movie. Here we go. Action!
Up! Get up! Now!
Happy birthday, son.
Why don't you just cook the breakfast and try not to burn anything?
Yes, Aunt Petunia.
I want everything to be perfect for my Dudley's special day.
Hurry up. Bring my coffee, boy.
Yes, Uncle Vernon.
Aren't they wonderful, darling?
How many are there?
36. Counted them myself.
36! But last year I had 37!
Yes, well, some of them are quite a bit bigger than last year.
I don't care how big they are!
No. This is what we're going to do. Is that when we go out, we're going to buy you 2 new presents. How's that, Pumpkin?
And I'm sure you guessed it, this of course was Harry Potter. Now, we all know Harry Potter to be like the hero who saves the universe and God knows what else he did. But look at him there. Look at him there. The ordinary world of Harry Potter. He was living a life and he felt lost. Did you think so when you saw that scene? He felt lost, he felt surrounded in a strange people, surrounded by weird people, and he just couldn't understand where he was. Now maybe you have that feeling as well sometimes. Or maybe you had it in the past, that feeling like, I don't belong here, you know, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I'm surrounded with the wrong people. There must be something else for me, but what, where? You don't know, right? You don't know. So Steve Jobs once said, only looking back, you can connect the dots. So the ordinary world phase is something that you will only discover looking back. So as we progress in our journey and we go to different phases, and I will explain them all to you, and most of them I'll illustrate actually with movie scenes. So if you like movies, you definitely came to the right place. It's all going to make sense. I mean, I've talked to many people about this journey, and everybody recognize himself somewhere on this treasure map, and so will you. So, anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please join my subscribe to my YouTube channel, or like this video, or share it with your grandmother, whatever. And I'll see you next time. All right? Much love. Bye bye.